today's video, we are going to talk about 8 myths you need to stop believing about the NCLEX exam. Preparing for the NCLEX exam, be prepared to be surrounded by a lot of myths. Every time we begin preparing for something new, several people and several resources fill us up with a lot of unwanted information, most of which are just myths. So here we are today to bust all these myths that can prove to be a hurdle in your NCLEX exam preparation. Without wasting your time, let us move on to the 8 myths you need to stop believing if you want to clear the NCLEX exam in the first attempt. Myth number 1. Your test schedule chooses you. If you are under the impression that you have to apply for the exam and the respective authority will decide where and when you will give the exam, then you are totally wrong. You are free to choose not only the date but also the time of your test. However, to ensure that you get your desired time, date and location of taking the exam, you must not waste time and schedule it as soon as you receive your authorization to test from the Board of Nursing. Myth number 2. Some questions in the exam are repeated. If you hear someone who has already attempted the NCLEX exam say that sometimes the same questions pops up twice, do not believe them. There are no chances of repeat questions in the NCLEX exam, and don't assume that you are getting the same question again as you answered it incorrectly for the first time. Myth number 3. Passing the English test is vital before taking the NCLEX exam. The English requirements in every state are different, and thus in some cases prior English proficiency is required, and in some cases you can give the English exam after you have cleared the NCLEX exam. You need to understand the requirements of the state and the nursing board you are applying to before assuming anything. Myth number 4. You can take the NCLEX exam as many times as possible. Again, this is a parameter that depends upon the state that you are applying for. While some states limit the period during which you can take the exam, some pose limitations on the number of attempts a person can make. There may be restrictions regarding the requirements, fees, processes, etc. And you must read the instructions carefully before attempting the exam. Myth number 5. The NCLEX is easier in some states. The NCLEX exam is accepted in Australia, the US and Canada. However, it is administered by Pearson in all countries, and thus the level of difficulty is more or less the same in every exam. Myth number 6. You will fail if you answer more than 75 questions in the exam. While the minimum number of questions to be answered in the NCLEX exam is 75, the maximum number is not defined. You have to continue giving answers to the questions till a stage that you have gone above the passing grade. Therefore, the length of the exam has no effect on the result, but the quality of the responses has. Myth number 7. You have to wait a lot before you take the retest. The minimum time between 2 attempts of the NCLEX exam is 45 days. You can take a retest any time after the 45 days, and this time is apt as you will get just enough time to work on reviewing and preparing for the next attempt without losing your previously earned knowledge. Myth number 8. The NCLEX exam plays off your weakness. Don't think that the NCLEX exam wants to fail you and thus is posing hard questions. The NCLEX exam is computer adaptive, and thus difficulty of the next question is based on your answer of the previous question. So here there are 8 common myths that needed to be busted. Were you also haunted by these myths? If yes, then you can let go of them and be in a wholesome preparation with complete knowledge. For more such information regarding the NCLEX exam, get in touch with Academically today. Our experts will provide you with the guidance and resources needed to ace the NCLEX exam. All authentic information, no myths or vague knowledge. Fill up the form mentioned in the description and we will reach out to you. Also, subscribe to our channel for more such informative videos. So, this is it for today. This is me, Isha Parekh, signing off.